Could there soon be 2 Dalai Lamas? And what might reincarnation have to do with that? One of the most recognizable people on Earth just turned 90. And amid those birthday celebrations, the Dalai Lama has outlined a clear succession plan for who will eventually replace him as the next spiritual leader of Tibetan Buddhism. And that person is himself, reincarnated into a new body after he dies. And he says only his monks should be empowered to find this person, to find him, really, when he is reborn, so that he can continue his work as Dalai Lama. But China, whose position is basically Tibet belongs to us, they have their own plan to replace the Dalai Lama.
The reincarnation of the Dalai Lama must adhere to the principle of domestic search, golden urn draw, and approval by the central government.
And this is the power struggle between Tibet, which sees itself as historically independent, and China, which sees Tibet as an inseparable part of itself. Its independence a threat. So you get this principle of domestic search, which the Chinese Communist Party takes as meaning that the Dalai Lama will be reincarnated somewhere in Chinese territory, and not, say, in a country like India, where the Dalai Lama has lived in exile for more than 60 years. And controlling where the Dalai Lama is reincarnated is a real position, because the Dalai Lama himself has said, who knows where I'll be born next? Maybe not in China or Tibet at all, but in some other free country outside of China's direct control.
He is revered by millions of people, and that is when Chinese Communist sees that he presents an alternative focus of authority compared to the CCP.
So this is why we could very well see 2 Dalai Lamas in the future. Tibetan monks might choose one, and China might choose another. And something like this has already happened, believe it or not. You know who this guy is? According to China, he is the 2nd highest spiritual figure in Tibetan Buddhism, the Panchen Lama. Again, I'll underline, he was chosen by China, but the Dalai Lama's own choice was a little boy, 6 years old, selected 30 years ago, until within days, he was detained by Chinese authorities and disappeared, never seen again. That boy is who many Tibetans see as the real Panchen Lama. And so, there are 2 of them. But all of this possibility of there eventually being 2 Dalai Lamas, who knows when that'll happen. The Dalai Lama is only 90 years old, and he says he plans to live another couple decades, at least.